I tried to catch him.
Follow me.
What's up, guys? Here's Uncle Zoe back with another video today. So what I'm gonna watch today is Juice WRLD's Demise was darker than what we thought, and I'm just gonna I'm gonna watch it and say my thoughts on it. Obviously, I'm a big Juice WRLD fan. I really like Juice WRLD. So I feel like I'm it's okay for me to speak and everything's opinion. So nothing I'm gonna say is factual. Nothing he's saying is factual because he doesn't really know. And then I'm gonna read you some tweets from his his videographer Chris Long that maybe combats maybe some we're gonna I'm gonna see. I watched this once when I was drunk. I'll say real quick, this is a fucking tobacco cigarette. I'm just smoking tobacco right now, so get off my dick. All right. All right, last time, all right, so I basically had already recorded this video for you guys, but this is the thing, I was drunk, so it didn't really I looked at it, the sound was fucked up. I don't know what I did while I was drunk, and it was just a slumber word. So I would just prefer to redo it for you. I had a little caffeine. It's really late too right now. It's 11 o'clock, p.m. Eastern time. I just got out of the gym. I haven't even had dinner. But I was I really want to post this video was supposed to go up today, so I was just all right, fuck it, I'm gonna do it now. So let's get all right. Let me stop fucking rambling and let's get to the fucking video. All right.
Want to be as respectful as possible to Juice WRLD's fans, Juice WRLD's family, Juice WRLD's friends, everybody involved. So if this topic of the video offends you, please by all means leave, because that is not what I'm trying to do here. I'm actually just trying to find out, because I'm very curious and it means a lot to me, what actually happened to Juice WRLD, as it was a catastrophic event late 2019 when it occurred. And I believe if the fans want to know, and we're not going to find out the true answer, at least for now, because we weren't given straight answers just yet, at least. But I want to discuss some of the possibilities, because Ali used some specific diction that caused me to believe that Juice WRLD's death was a little bit darker than we previously thought, given that...
Hey, subscribe! Oh, shit. Alright, so that's just a beautiful picture, bro. This is one of my actual favorite pictures of them. I have there's a lot of pictures out there. I like a lot of them, but this is actually one. This is a really nice one. I really like this one. I think it's a popular one, but it's really good. It kind of just shows a lot of shit.
To believe that Juice WRLD's death was a little bit darker than we previously thought, given that she literally stated the police report was wrong. And by the way, if you would like to donate to any of the charitable foundations against drug abuse and drug addiction, all things related, I have a fundraiser linked to this video.
He does have a
that
fundraiser,
being said,
so
let's get into the info.
Legit. Right before I started it, so it is a pretty...
All right, so a couple of days ago, Ali went on a little tweet spree, as she usually does, answering Juice WRLD fans' questions, because she's one of the only people that actually knows what happened the day that he passed away, as well as some more intricate information about him, since, well, she was his fiance before he passed. Now, she stated explicitly, it's a catch-22. It's so wild to me when fans speak upon Jay's death. You know why you never seen a video or...
Oh, fucking ass. Sorry, guys.
Extraterrestrials are already here waiting
for
us to reach out.
Oh, Demi Lovato, what's up?
Morning
oh,
already.
2 ads?
Toasted breakfast burritos will get you out of bed. It's not a dream. It's Taco Bell.
He knows what
proof/talked about, because it's not correct. Medically, and firsthand in my arms, police report is trash. Y'all just trust the cops now? I had to sign paperwork over it to save y'all from the true heartache. Now let's go.
All right, so the way, before he interprets things, I'll interpret the way I want to interpret it. All right, first. So so you get my perspective. So it's a catch-22. All right, /+. All right. It's so wild to me when fans speak upon Jay's death. What I will say to this, I can see that his loved one, you really don't want people to really you actually knew him personally. So it's probably crazy just to see his fans speak on things and they truly don't know. So I do get that. And then, all right, you know why you've never seen a video or proved/talked about? Because it's not correct medically and firsthand in my arms. Police report or PO report, police report trash. Y'all just trust the cops now. I had to sign paperwork over just to save y'all from the heartache. So to me, I don't know. That's just really all right, all right. So why we never see video? I don't think I've seen I don't think I've seen any video. I'm not sure. But like, slash prove or talk. I mean, people talk about it. Like, I feel like that's a really ongoing topic. Like, honestly, like people, I feel like I hear a lot of shit because it's not correct medically. And first, like, and then like I heard he died in her arms. So I don't know. Like, I really don't know how to take that. Let's see what he says.
Some of the key aspects of this tweet, in that firstly, she bargained the question as to why we have never seen proof because the police report was trash and not correct medically. Basically saying that what we've been fed through the media and whatnot was all a lie, or at least in part. And we'll go over the police report very soon, or at least a summary of it. And secondly, that she had to sign paperwork, basically an NDA, with the police report so that she could not come out later refuting it because she already signed saying
wild.
everything
Imagine
that was
like having to
reported
sign
by
an
the
NDA
police
to
at the
like
scene was correct. And
Yeah,
lastly,
imagine having
to
to sign
save
an NDA
us
about,
from
like,
the
your
true
boyfriend, your
heart of
fiance's
it, which
death.
tells me was again darker than we previously thought, with just being an accident of an overdose of oxycodone or pills or whatever. But what does that mean? And this exact part of the tweet is what sparks my curiosity to investigate more.
I don't know. Is it really oxycodone?
Now, there are plenty of police reports giving all sorts of information, but I just thought I'd give a little bit of a summary because I'm not trying to sit here and read a whole bunch of articles to you. Basically, what official sources in the police reports have stated, Juice WRLD's plane, private jet, at least one of the pilots reported to the Chicago police that there were weapons and narcotics.
Why are you going? All right. You know you a rap, like it's a rapper. You fly on a rapper. Like they got guns and drugs. Like I know the rules. Sometimes you gotta make exceptions to the rules. Like I'm just gonna be honest with you, ain't no rapper about to hijack your plane, sir. Like that's not what the gun's for. Like, so like, you just gotta go city to city with your strap. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? Like, and then the drugs, like what they gonna do on there? Like it's a private jet. Like you got
on the plane. So then when Juice WRLD and his crew landed, there were cops waiting there with a whole gang assault team as well as a drug sniffing dog at a private hangar in Chicago. And when they started looking through the bags after getting this tip from the pilot in front of Juice WRLD, he allegedly started convulsing and had a seizure. And due to Ali telling the police that he had a drug problem and took Percocet regularly, they administered doses of Narcan, which essentially stops your body from taking in opioids, potentially stopping an overdose with these types of drugs. Afterwards, he woke up, was taken to a hospital. However, he was unresponsive and passed away at 3:14 a.m. The autopsy later on claimed that it was an accidental oxycodone and codeine overdose. But again, as stated previously, Ali says that this police report is trash and incorrect medically. So again,
so like let's just all right, y'all. Let's just imagine that real quick. So like it's like damn, like all right, put it like this. That's right. Like, so let's say this is true. Like, all right, let's just roll with it, for a second. I'm not saying I agree with it, but let's just roll with it. Say this is true. Like, imagine, like, the police really just, like, making up some shit. Like this one thing happened, like, a truthful thing happened, and then, like, they just, like, made up a whole... And maybe that's, like, a normal thing police kind of do. Like, I feel like that might be kind of a thing, So, like, that's just weird if... That'd be kind of crazy if so.
What really happened? Later on in the conversation, a fan states, "I'm scared of the truth." Ali says, "You should be, and I've healed alone because of it. No one there who..."
Juice! Juice. No. You go in the cage. No.
Watch as I tried to save him with no help is fucked up completely if you haven't noticed, and I live and shield you so that you remember good moments of him and happy him and recent him not years ago from people he hated.
Oh, fuck! The ad! Bro, you little dick. I was about to pause it, I hate it. It's like basically you're about to say something, and it's like two things. Lame ass shit,
Giving a plethora of...
So I want to go back a little, like, just fuck. All right. So that's a lot to take in. You should, all right, and like, so they basically, I'm scared. So that's the fan said, like, they made a comment, so you should be, and I've healed alone because of it. Like, no one watched as like I tried to save him with no help is fucked up completely. If you haven't noticed, and I live in I don't know the word. So that you have to remember good moments of him and him happy and recent him not years ago from people he hated. Like, so it's like, what do you? So like, do it. it's like crazy. So like, what if like this is like actually like I'm not gonna say this is what all right. This is what she says will happen. So she was there. I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt. I'm not gonna say benefit of the doubt. That sounds bad. So she was there. She saw it. I wasn't there. So like, let's just say this. She is helping him and no one helped. Like, that's insane to really think about. Cause like I'm sure like a bunch of his homies were on there, and then like it's definitely like medical people, y'all. Like it's medical people in the airport, and it was in like Chicago Midway. Like that's a big ass airport. Like I don't like that. That would make a lot of sense. Like of like why maybe he couldn't have been saved. Like essentially, because like I feel like I mean they would have said it was like fentanyl or something if like that would kill them. But I feel like I'm not an expert, but like they say like usually if you overdose on like opium like pure opium substance, and the Narcan will usually like you can come back to life. So it was just so like the fact that no one even tried to help is just like really terrible.
Happy him and reason him not years ago from people he hated, giving a plethora of information just like the previous tweet, and that she said you should be scared of the truth, and more importantly that she shields us from the truth so that we remember good moments of him and happy him, which opens up about 3 different possibilities.
But then I also feel like even if she did like told us the truth, like we're like as like a Juice fans, like you're still gonna remember the happy. Like you're gonna know, well, this is what they did as fuck, and like you're always gonna remember that. But I feel like as like a fan base, like we're gonna be like we still like remember like the good things that Juice brought us. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense.
Of what I think could have happened to Juice WRLD. And again, if you believe you would be offended by this information or discussion, or simply just can't handle it, I completely understand. Please click off the video because
what's this? I'm not dissing it because it's cool, like from this, but like, is this like soda? Like, what do you? Is this like ramen cups with like money in it, and then like some lean with the cup? It's like a Louis Vuitton cup or something.
Not want to offend anybody. But firstly, I think that one of the possibilities that is darker than what actually happened is that it wasn't necessarily an accident. Juice WRLD could have been committing suicide. For the police report did state explicitly that it was an accident. And if Ali is saying that the police report is not correct and trash, maybe this aspect of the police report was untrue. And
hear me out. Personally, like I don't feel like like all right, let me first this. So personally, I don't really feel like I don't know. I guess the suicide thing it could be a legit thing because like if you listen to a lot of the songs, like I mean obviously like a lot of rappers say it, you know what I'm saying, like allude to like basically wanting to die in songs, but so it doesn't necessarily I'm not saying that like that means they want to commit suicide, but like it is also an unfortunate thing that goes on in today's time. So like it's always a very possibility for someone who's actually like dealing with like serious like mental things. So like that, like I don't think he did, but like that is a very possibility, like possible thing because like it's unfortunate it happens.
In addition to the fact that she said she wanted us to remember his good moments and him happy, was that maybe Juice WRLD was extremely depressed about his situation. There were a bunch of drugs on his plane, as well as weapons and other contraband, and maybe it stressed him out to the oblivion where he took more than just an accidental overdose, but excessively more than he knew he could handle. Not to mention the fact that depression was a common theme of a lot of Juice WRLD's music, and so I don't think that this would be too unlikely of a possibility of what actually happened in the medical report. Now, the second possibility I came up with,
the way he says it just makes it seem like anyone who makes sad music, all right, y'all get I'm not being offensive.
That it was still an accident, but since the report was trash medically, maybe it wasn't necessarily an oxycodone or a codeine overdose, it was something else. Maybe the drugs he got from one of his friends was laced with things such as fentanyl, or he took something else that Ali and the remaining of Juice WRLD's friends there did not want to report because it could have caused more of an issue than what was already occurring. I mean, they did have like 40 pounds of weed or something on the plane, as well as the fact that if it was a substance that was a little bit more uncommon, way more serious.
I don't know. Can you not if you take a private jet? Can you not have weed? Is that illegal? Like, I've only been on one plane ride, so I really don't know like how that works. I don't know. So does anyone know? Like, if you have a private jet, I feel like people do that all the time. I thought that was like a thing. You like smoke weed on the private jet. I could be wrong, but I don't. But then if you're not smoking, like you can. I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know.
why Ali would want to hide that from the fans to again not create as much of an issue publicly in the media than already happened. And this same concept could apply to the suicide as well. That if Ali was knowledgeable about what Juice WRLD was doing purposely, she again would not want to share that information with the fans as to not cause true heartache. Because of course then fans may want to follow suit, given that if Juice WRLD couldn't handle the hardships of life, then maybe they couldn't as well. Because he was a true inspiration and influence to a lot of people. And lastly, and the darkest of possibilities for this situation, unfortunately, is that it was a homicide of...
Whoa, shit. Damn. I didn't want to stop him. That's wild. All right, before that, let's pump the brakes. All right. So, what he just said, I don't know, I mean, that could be like a legit thing, though. I didn't think about that. I didn't think about it that way. That's. I mean, if you take it how you want to, but like that's pretty interesting.
Bear with me here. And I think this is very unlikely, but who knows? Again, this is all speculation.
You're stretching now.
The first tweet, Ali quite clearly stated, y'all just trust the cops now? Meaning that the cops could be part of the cause for Juice WRLD's passing. In that with the police report filed, there were 2 to 3 guns on board of the private jet, all illegally carried because apparently you're not allowed to carry firearms in airports, even if they are registered, I think. And so 2 of the security guards that Juice WRLD had on board actually were charged with misdemeanors. And so potentially, again, speculation, if during the search, one of the security guards had a weapon on them, maybe the police got freaked out and fired at the suspects, one of the bullets hitting Juice WRLD. This again would fulfill the theory that Ali stated that the police report was...
Wait. Listen here. All right, guys. So, you heard what he said, right? Well, let's think about this. Like, all right, somebody gonna record, bro. If he got shot in the airport, bro, we would have saw that. Come on, y'all. So we would have saw that on. So like the way the world works now, we would have saw it. Someone had the phone out or some shit. I can't go with it. But all right, so. Since he's talking about some homicide shit right now, y'all. All right, you know what? We're gonna go to Chris Long's tweets, okay? Because like the home. All right. All right, guys. So like, yeah, the homicide. All right, y'all. So the homicide shit. I'm not sure about. So I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know if I want to. I'm gonna get back to it, but like what we're gonna do is we're gonna look at Chris Long's tweet. So I've seen these tweets already. So like me personally, I think he's like Chris Long's a pretty real guy. Like as far as like what he just like to me like how he is like he worked at No Jumper like that's just like I mean he's just, like those type of people just kind of say it straight up. You know what I'm saying? And like I kind of like feel like what he said it kind of concur with what Ali said that maybe with that tweet like so. All right. Let's just go to his. All right. So this is basically telling me what happened. So, all right. I'm going to read the tweets. I hate fucking reading, y'all. All right. Here, so he said, Jay did not swallow a bunch of pills because the police were in the airport. We gave no fucks about them being there. He could have flushed them down the toilet if he cared. That's true, exactly. So, like, I mean, that's, like, just some, like, real logical shit right there, like. So, all right, next. Jay was just hooked bad. The amount he took daily was absurd, and how he hid how much he really took from us, mostly from everyone. Everyone around him tried really hard to get him to slow down. When he agreed to rehab, it was because he wanted the lowest tolerance, not because he wanted to stop. Long also wrote, Jay was supposed to go to rehab that month. We tried so hard to do positive things every day, like ride dirt bikes, paintball, keep busy, and not do pills. But every night, once he hit the studio, that was it. Like that's what he loved to do. So like at the end of the day, like he's just keeping it like 100 bands. Then he said, all right. He said he had nothing to worry about. He knew the cops were there before he landed. So he said, we put the strap in my bag. It was all good. I had a clean record, and I'm a registered owner. I had no problem taking the charge. Like, Chris Long is a real one. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they going to get you out. You go back to court another time, and they'll get you some good lawyers. You'll be good. Like, he wasn't worried. He said, I had to watch little bro die at my feet. I had to look him in his eyes while he was dying, and I could do nothing about it. So, look. So when you know how I said this, like kind of what Ali said, like essentially, like that would make sense. Like the real truth, like he was taking like like for real, taking like more pills than what they even knew. Like he was so like it was everything. You know, they saw things were going downhill, and then like he did kind of like when she said she was like holding him. Like he's like I can very well see like she's beside him, you know that's how it is, and like he's dying and like she's there with him like holding him up, and like there's nothing she can do, and everyone else is like being told to stand back, you know how they do in situations like that. So like I can just see him like at his feet, like, and that's just really unfortunate. Chris also he also added on top of that, basically, he said, I can't stop thinking about him over and over again, there on the ground, and I was looking him in his eyes, and I had to say goodbye to him. It burned into my brain. I wanted to stop. Like, that's just, like, really painful, bro. Like, they're really, like, just, like you see, like, your home, like, you know, because they're, like, legitimate friends, like, you know? Like, of course, like, us as, like, fans, like, it's sad, but, like, imagine, if, like, maybe, like, one of your closest friends that, like, that you're with every single day, like, essentially every day, and you know him really well, and like he died right in front of you. You know what I mean? Like that was just like that's just like awful to really kind of like think about. So like, all right, and then like so basically, I don't know. So if you watch the Ali interview, she kind of also like really like tells you a lot of things. If y'all want to watch that, it's kind of nice.
Correct medically, meaning that it wasn't an overdose, maybe it was something else, a homicide. Not to mention the fact that there was no surveillance footage at the crime scene, even though we all know that every airport has security footage on like every corner and every hallway. I mean, the security system in airports is probably the strictest clearance that you have to go through in your daily lives. So of course they would have surveillance footage of every inch of the airport. And so why hasn't this footage been released? And why did Ali have to sign an NDA in the police report to state everything in the report was true without any other evidence coming public? Because maybe something happened that was completely unexpected and that they didn't want coming out, at least to the fans, to save them from true heartache. But that's enough of my thoughts on the situation. Y'all let me know in the comments. Again, be as respectful as possible. This is a pretty touchy subject. With the new information from
cool video. All right. Good video. Shout out to, I don't know how to say your name, Babalam. Really cool. Like I enjoy watching that and just getting your perspective. I don't agree with all the topics, but I did enjoy it. So basically, guys, at the end of the day, I kind of see it as basically kind of Chris Long's point of view, and like I kind of match it up with like Ali, and then also I did watch the Ali interview, so like I feel like I have the best like depiction of maybe what actually happened and like how like exactly.